Welcome to this explainer. Look, today we're diving into a universal dream that pretty much all of us share, right? Financial freedom. But what does that actually mean in the real world? Well, it means having enough passive income, whether that's trickling in from your savings, your investments, or a business, to live life entirely on your own terms. It is the ultimate goal, reaching that sweet spot where you are literally no longer lying awake at night worrying about money, and you finally have the absolute freedom to choose exactly how you spend your time.
But here is the painful reality we've got to face right out of the gate. Why do most people never become financially free? I mean, despite working incredibly hard for decades, the vast majority of people are just trapped in this relentless, exhausting paycheck-to-paycheck cycle. And you know what's really fascinating? It's actually not always because they don't earn enough. No, it's usually because of hidden habits, limiting beliefs, and everyday decisions that quietly keep them stuck in a permanent loop of earning, spending, and then just starting all over again on Monday.
So, here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with number 1, the illusion of wealth. Number 2, the silent wealth killers. Number 3, reprogramming your money mindset. And finally, number 4, the financial freedom blueprint.
Let's jump into part 1, the illusion of wealth, unmasking the traps of modern spending. Okay, we need to bust a massive misconception right away. Earning a high salary absolutely does not equal building wealth. Why? Because of lifestyle inflation. This right here is arguably the ultimate core villain of personal finance. It's that sneaky habit of increasing your spending the exact moment your income goes up. You know how it goes? You get a raise, and suddenly that larger paycheck just completely vanishes into a bigger house, a brand new car, more expensive clothes, and totally unnecessary luxuries. This trap keeps you working for your money forever, instead of letting your money start working for you. Truly financially free people, they do the exact opposite. They are laser-focused on increasing the gap between what they earn and what they spend.
Just notice the stark difference here between looking rich and actually becoming rich. Social media creates this immense, almost crushing pressure to finance luxury lifestyles. We're talking designer clothes, absurdly expensive vacations, the latest tech gadgets, and it often drives people straight into debt just to impress total strangers online. But those purchases, they only create the appearance of wealth. The truly wealthy people, the ones who actually achieve financial freedom, they quietly prioritize building their assets over just displaying status.
Moving on to part 2, the silent wealth killers, what's secretly draining your future.
Listen to this quote, because it absolutely hits the nail on the head regarding these killers. Many people save whatever is left after paying their bills and buying the things they want. The problem is that there's often nothing left. This totally exposes the fundamental flaw in how beginners traditionally approach saving money. Think about it. If saving is just an afterthought, like a lower priority than your fun discretionary spending, you are almost never going to build meaningful wealth.
And to make matters worse, saving money alone is rarely enough anyway. Why? Because inflation is out there slowly but very surely destroying your purchasing power. If you're keeping all your hard-earned cash in a basic low-yield checking or savings account, you are literally losing wealth over time. To beat inflation, you've got to invest. Investing is the magical mechanism that allows your money to grow over time through compound returns. It's what actually shifts you from working for your money to having your money generate income for you while you sleep.
Here's another massive silent killer, relying on just one source of income. If that single paycheck disappears, whether that's due to a job loss, an illness, or crazy economic shifts, your entire financial stability just vanishes with it. But look at these income diversification streams on the screen: investments, businesses, rental properties, freelancing, royalties, side hustles. Financially successful people build multiple streams of income to protect themselves. By diversifying your income, you're essentially building an impenetrable fortress of financial security around yourself.
Now, we absolutely cannot talk about wealth killers without calling out the big one: bad debt. High-interest debt literally consumes your future income. Think about maxed-out high-interest credit cards, completely unnecessary personal loans, or random impulse purchases. When you use debt to finance a lifestyle you can't afford right now, you end up spending years paying interest on liabilities instead of investing in assets. Financial freedom becomes so much easier when your money is actually building wealth instead of just serving as a penalty for your past spending.
All right, part 3, reprogramming your money mindset, breaking down the mental barriers to wealth.
Honestly, perhaps the biggest obstacle to your financial independence is sitting right inside your own head. It's the mindset trap. So many people falsely believe that wealth is only for folks who were born into rich families, or maybe those who just possess some extraordinary one-in-a-million talent. But listen, if you assume wealth is only for other people, you will never develop the habits required to achieve it for yourself. It becomes this terrible self-fulfilling prophecy. By believing it's impossible, you virtually guarantee your own failure because you stop yourself from ever even trying.
There's an incredibly powerful principle here. Your beliefs influence your actions, and your actions shape your future. Believing that financial freedom is genuinely possible for you is the absolute prerequisite to taking the necessary steps. Now, sure, belief alone doesn't guarantee success, but it definitely opens the door. You have to overcome the fear of taking calculated risks, whether that's in your investing, maybe a new business venture, or even a major career change. Because refusing to take any calculated risks, that severely caps your financial growth.
So what is the best way to replace all that fear with actual, unshakable confidence? Well, education and planning. The truth is, very few people actually take the time to write down a financial plan. Are you one of them? Without a plan, you're really just drifting along, constantly reacting to problems as they pop up. A clear plan should include these key components: solid savings goals, a real investment strategy, a strict debt repayment schedule, retirement planning, and income growth goals. Look, knowing exactly where you are going makes it so much easier to get there. It means you're prepared for opportunities when they arrive, rather than just scrambling during emergencies.
Finally, Part 4, the Financial Freedom Blueprint. Actionable steps to build your wealth.
All right, here is the golden rule of wealth building. Save and invest first, then live on what's left. Remember earlier when we talked about the flaw of just saving whatever is left over at the end of the month? Well, successful wealth builders flip that script entirely. They pay themselves first. Before a single bill gets paid, before any fun discretionary spending happens, the money for their future is set aside and immediately put to work.
So let's break this whole thing down into a super simple, totally digestible 3-step procedure. Step 1, budget and spend less. You absolutely must spend less than you earn by creating and actually following a monthly budget. Step 2, eliminate bad debt. Get aggressive here. Pay down those high-interest credit cards as fast as humanly possible. And step 3, invest and build streams. Invest your money regularly and start building out those multiple streams of income so you aren't completely reliant on just one boss or one company. And throughout every single one of these steps, you have got to understand this crucial distinction. You need to focus your energy on buying assets instead of liabilities. So what's the difference? Well, liabilities are things that cost you money and lose value over time, like that luxury car or the crazy expensive gadget we talked about earlier. Assets, on the other hand, are things that literally put money in your pocket and grow through compound returns, like stocks, real estate, or owning a business. As a beginner, dedicating your resources to acquiring assets is honestly the key to unlocking this whole game.
Now, let's take a breath, because the reality of building wealth is honestly much less glamorous than what social media portrays. Financial freedom is built through small, boring, disciplined decisions repeated over many, many years. You do not need to get rich overnight. Actually, scratch that. You shouldn't even try to get rich overnight. You simply need to start making better financial decisions today. Just stay patient and stay consistent. Every single dollar you save, every smart investment you make, and every good habit you build is bringing you one step closer to making money a tool for your freedom rather than a source of your stress.
So as we wrap up this explainer today, I really want to leave you with a provocative question to chew on. What do you think is the biggest reason most people never become financially free? Is it lifestyle inflation, bad debt, or maybe it's that limiting mindset we talked about? I want you to take a hard, honest look at your own habits, evaluate your choices, and start laying the bricks for your own financial freedom today. You've got this.